I know you were ringside for the dramatic fight. Pacquiao was knocked out by Marquez. What was it like being live for that event?
Well, it's one of those rare fights when two elite fighters decide to, test each other to the max, and it was a thrilling competition and drama with the kind of sudden, unexpected climax that we're probably going to remember for a long time.
Now, the way the fight played out, it was a lot of ebb and flows. First, Pacquiao seemed to kind of be pot-shotting him. Then the Marquez, knocked Pacquiao down in the third round. What did you think when Marquez scored that first knockdown?
It was a little surprising that Pacquiao would get hit by such a long, winging punch, but it indicated how offensive-minded he was, which he seemed from the opening bell.
Now, how about when Pacquiao came back? It looked like Marquez was in trouble. He got knocked down in the fifth. His face was starting to bleed. I mean, did you sense that Marquez was really kind of becoming in trouble before he landed that shot?
Well, I think everyone saw that he was in trouble and bleeding and starting to labor with his breathing. But it didn't appear that there were any signs that his body was betraying him in any way.
Okay.
And, he was highly motivated to survive and keep throwing, and convinced that one of his big counterpunches would get through the Pacquiao.
And what about the punch that ended it? I mean, were you shocked that Marquez was able to connect such a precise shot? I mean, what went through your head when the fight, was...
At the moment, where we were sitting, I wasn't quite sure what the punch was. And of course, whatever you think you saw, when you saw Pacquiao literally knocked out and the fight ending before your eyes, at that moment you weren't thinking about what the punch was, but as somebody who's seen a lot of fights, you understand that Pacquiao was trying to finish Marquez, but Marquez wasn't finished. And as a consequence, Pacquiao got a little careless and reckless, and there was more left of Marquez than met the eye.
Where do you think each man goes from here?
Well, the obvious answer, which isn't necessarily the obvious truth, would be to fight each other again. Is, I guess, from the point of view of boxing and fans, there's more reason for a rematch today than there was on Saturday. Because that's what the fans would probably want to see, and that's where the money would be. Unless one of them decides that maybe that's a good time to hang the gloves up.
Now, if something happens where Pacquiao fights Brandon Rios next year, and Marquez fights Tim Bradley, would you be satisfied with those kind of fights? I mean, what would be your thoughts on fights like that?
Well, they'd be good fights. I don't know. I think I think both Pacquiao and Marquez might be the underdogs in those fights, but they'd be good fights. I don't know if they want to jeopardize. If they're going to keep fighting, I don't know that they'd want to jeopardize. The rematch would be the biggest fight either one of them can make right now.
And what do you think, you mentioned if they do walk away, what'll be your thoughts, say Manny Pacquiao decides that, that this is his final fight and Marquez, wants to walk away out on top. If they walk away, what would be your thoughts on if they did that?
Well, be in a way similar to when Lennox Lewis and Marvin Hagler walked away. The only fighters I know that have walked away from huge paydays and just said, that's it. I've had enough. And their records would stand the test of time. And their fights, some of their fights, not just the ones against each other, are indelible for all fight fans. And Manny Pacquiao is a worldwide phenomenon.
Well, all right, Larry. Thanks a lot. Hope you enjoyed the fights, man. I'll talk to you soon.